content is a great way to build a relationship between your employees and your customers, and it's not as expensive or difficult as you might think. Hi, I'm Courtney Eckerly here at the Marketing Sherpa Media Center at IRCE, and with me is Max Anderson, who is a video producer for Nextiva.
Yes.
Welcome.
So a lot of people don't know that using video in your business is not nearly as hard as you think it is. The entry point for it is just as simple as pulling out your cell phone, and the impact is unbelievable. One big thing that we do at Nextiva to help embrace and build our company and our customer relationships is by using video through either your cell phone, webcam, or sometimes we'll even pull out like our big fancy cameras, and we'll actually respond to our customers on Facebook and other social channels when they reach out to us. So say, John says, hey, I had a really great experience today with Jeff. He fixed our issues and we're completely happy. Then we'll actually get on to the camera, we'll respond, we'll use their name and say, thank you so much for the amazing Facebook post. Happy to hear that John was able to help you out. Of course, if you need anything in the future, we're always here for you. You just kind of like add that personal touch to it, and it really, the impact of it, even though only one person sees it, the video is specifically meant for them, and the impact is huge. And you really build that company culture, and they really start to embrace your company even more. So it's been super impactful, and it's super easy to do. So I highly encourage companies to start doing personalized videos. It's extremely easy, and it's cheap too. I mean, anybody has a phone, they can do it right away. It's crazy.
Yeah, you have a lot of these videos populating your YouTube page, and they're really easy. You bring in a bunch of different employees into different ones, and we actually have an example that we have queued up right here.
Hey there, Luca. It's Max and Yoel here with Nextiva. Just want to give you a big shout out and say thank you so much for the amazing Facebook post. Really happy to hear that Anthony was there for you and able to give you the amazing service that you deserve.
And if you need anything else, please feel free to ask. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So a lot of times what we like to do is get the people that they actually reference in the post on camera and actually respond. So, if somebody in support really helps somebody out, we'll actually go find that person and film them, because they know best about what happened and they know the best way to respond. And it just like seeing that kind of face to the name over video is just extremely impactful. And if we can't get them, if they're busy, a lot of times I'll do it. Nextiva is lucky enough to have the resources for a video team, but anybody can do it. You don't need to have a video team. Like I said earlier, you can just pull out your phone and do it yourself. And another thing that we're looking into is using the same tactic for sales and using the sales team and using them to contact their leads with video. So, they have a lead. Once they speak with them over email, they actually record a video, respond, hey, it was really nice talking with you today. Here's all the points that we talked about. I'm really excited to help you out. Give me a call. And we're excited to see where that can go in the future. So it's the personal touch. I think that's really where things are headed these days with customer service, because video is everywhere, and it's not going anywhere. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, there really is something about making a connection between an issue you had, somebody who helped you, or a sales call you had in someone's face. It builds that relationship, not just with the company in general, but with individual employees.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there are people, when they post, a lot of times we'll get actual video responses back. Well, maybe not a lot of times, but like in certain cases, we have had people say, thank you so much. Like, we'll see their face now, and like they're actually responding because we've impacted them to the point of like actually pulling out their camera and doing it. And there was one was maybe about a year or two ago. We had a customer in Brooklyn. They're a recording studio, and they record a lot of rap there. And so they said, thank you so much. We actually had somebody internally do a rap back, and then he rapped back to us. So it was just like you're building a relationship. I mean, face to face, it's really, really impactful. I mean, I cannot recommend it more. it's easy. It's easy.
And that's the kind of content where it's so easy to make, but it's absolutely priceless when it comes to connecting
yeah.
with other customers too who are watching that.
Absolutely. I mean, like the impact of like them sharing it. I mean, there's been plenty of times where they've actually shared it themselves to their own audience, and it not only builds our brand, but I mean, it just, I don't know, it just makes everybody kind of feel like, wow, like this is really happening out there. This is like, because there are very, very few, if any, companies that are doing it like that right now, and I'm really surprised because it's really easy to do. There was one company though, so a lot of companies aren't nearly as, well, there's a lot of bigger companies, and their argument to this would probably be, well, we can't respond to everybody. We're too big, we get too many posts. Well, a few years ago, Old Spice did this. They didn't respond to everybody, but they had their actual Old Spice guy in his towel, like in the bathroom, and he actually responded to tweets and was, in his voice, and he did the whole thing, and they would post it and respond back to it. It was really, really impressive. So bigger companies can do it too. It's not just the, people getting, few at a time. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really the mark of success of these kind of tactics are when bigger companies are like, oh, we should be doing that.
Yeah.
Smaller companies used to have to do that kind of thing to differentiate themselves, and now bigger companies are the ones who are doing it.
I mean, I think video really makes things an even playing field now. I mean, with distribution being the way it is with YouTube and all these other platforms right now, Facebook Live, it's easier than ever for the small guy to do a video just like the big guy would too. I mean, it's, if not even more impactful. So video isn't going anywhere, and so you just kind of hop on the train and see where it takes you. Yeah.
And you can actually, you've used it at Nextiva internally to help kind of build employee camaraderie.
So we're growing. So I've been at Nextiva for about 3 years. When I first started, there were about 250 to 300 employees there, and we're all in one location. But now they're about pushing 500, and so like trying to relay information and kind of create that culture is getting harder and harder with more people in the building. So what we do is we do a weekly news show. It's called Next TV. And it started off as just a morning announcements type of situation with like two people in front of a laptop reading off the announcements. And then as we kind of grew and as we kind of evolved into increased engagement within the company, we started making it funny. We actually went out and we got like a wireless microphone. We go around the office and we actually interview the people that know best about that information and have them relay it. And we also make it funny. So we include as many people within the office as we can. And in doing so, not only is the information relayed better, but you're getting to see more and more faces, and you're getting to know these people that you may not have ever met before. And then when you're going down the hall, you'd be like, wow, that was a really great skit, that was really great information, tell me more. And it really starts kind of creating the collaboration interdepartmentally, because a lot of times it's really hard to do that with, you get sales, you get support, you get accounting, like everybody just kind of stays in their own little bubble sometimes. So this kind of breaks down those barriers and is able to get people talking, and it's easy to do as well. I mean, all you really need is a camera and people willing to put something like that together, and that's it. So I would highly recommend doing something like that as well. It's definitely been impactful for us. We're at we do one a week. I think this week is going to be episode 175. So we've been doing it for over 3 years now. Yeah. So it's been, I couldn't recommend it enough. Even though we have 500 people, you could do it with a company with 20. It does the same impact. You don't need to nearly do it to the scale that we're doing it. We're doing about maybe a 7 to 10 minute episode a week with all the skits and stuff. I mean, you don't need to do that. But you can if you want to. So we just like to include everybody, and it's been a great impact so far.
Yeah, it really just takes somebody who wants to do it, is dedicated, and has a phone or a camcorder where they can record.
I mean, I say it all the time. Video is not hard. You just need to get out there and try it. I mean, it's scary because you've never done it before, but these days with your phone, it's really the easiest time in history to ever make a video and distribute it and get it out there. So highly recommend it.
Great. Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
taking the time and sitting down with
Happy
me.
to be here.
And if you would like to see more video content, please go to marketingsherpa.com/IRC.